Welcome to Eiric Reviews, the channel where we talk about anything and everything related to One Piece. I am Eiric and welcome to the channel. Before we proceed to this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. 90% of you that are watching my videos aren't subscribed, so if you want some regular One Piece content, be sure to do the things that I just told you so. Are you already done? Then let's go to the video. Today in Eiric Reviews, we will be discussing the topic about the aftermath of the Wano Country Arc. You should remember that everything that I am going to predict in this video are not facts, and you should not take this as facts. Instead, you should listen and judge whether my predictions are plausible or not. Let me know by commenting down in the comment section and I'll make sure to respond. Now that we are ready, then let us all hop on board towards the theory boat. Just like I mentioned earlier, these theories will all be about the aftermath of the Wano Arc. I won't be discussing anything about beating Kaido and Big Mom because if I am being honest, I still do not have any clear idea on how will the Straughts and their allies will win this war. So in order for this video to flow well, let us assume that those two former members of Rocks are both defeated. Now that we have established that rule, let us all head towards our first theory. The abolishment of the Yonko or the Four Emperors system. With the downfall of 2 out of the 4 emperors, I believe that this is a time where everything in the New World goes crazy. You might be thinking that Big Mom and Kaido are just going to be replaced by any other pirates like Luffy or Kid. I believe that won't happen. A sudden power won't be easily replaced. Even if they were able to defeat the emperors, they still have to deal with their influences in the underworld. All the pirates in the New World will even have more motivation to acquire the One Piece because 2 large competitors just got removed in the competition. We haven't even touched Blackbeard yet. He clearly has something in his mind that will change the world drastically. Now that there is no Emperor system, what will happen? This is where we proceed towards our next theory, the rise of the new generation. If you look at the current roster of the 4 emperors, Kaido and Big Mom belongs in the same generation, which is the old generation. They are in the same batch with Whitebeard and Roger. Shanks meanwhile belongs to the middle generation because he isn't as old as the 2 that were mentioned before. Finally, the last emperor, which is Blackbeard, belongs to the new generation, which is of course the worst generation. The aftermath of Wano Arc basically means the official start of the new age of piracy. I believe this will happen because those that were part of the past generation are finally gone. I'm actually pretty excited just by thinking about that. Another exciting topic that isn't getting a lot of attention is the Marines. After the 2-year time skip, it has been mentioned that the Marines has been a stronger force ever since Sakazuki took the steering wheel. I believe that they are also planning something big with their new power called SSG, which was created by Dr. Vegapunk. This new weapon should not be underestimated. I mean, they seem hella confident with that they are willing to remove the warlord system. They still have another admiral that is yet to be revealed in Rokugyo. They still have the sword organization, which I will be making a separate video talking about its purpose and its possible members, so be sure to look out for that video. I mean, we should not underestimate the power of the Marines. Anyways, we should definitely see the new and improved Marines. Finally, my final theory will be related to the 4 emperors but is more specific. This is a very bold theory and you might really disagree with it, but hear me out first. I believe at some point, Blackbeard will kill Shanks. I know it sounds crazy and hundreds of you that are currently watching are probably mad by this theory, but I just could not help but think about this possible event to unfold. The relationship between Shanks and Marshal Teach, aka Blackbeard, started when they were still facing off against each other as cabin boys in their original crews, which are the Roger and Whitebeard pirates respectively. They started at the same time, but they took a different path in order to achieve their current status in life. Shanks started his crew right after the death of his captain, while Teach waited for a long time until his plan started. Both of them have a very rich history. They even had a mini face-off during the Battle of Marineford. I could really see these 2 monsters collide after the Wano Arc, whether it's off-screen or not. Now you might be thinking, why do I think Shanks will die? Do I hate Shanks? The answer is no. I do not hate Shanks. In fact, I like his character in the series. I am also really interested in seeing his abilities on display, But if you think about this in a narrative perspective, it would definitely work. Blackbeard is clearly aiming for something, as we saw in the chapters in the middle of Act 2 and 3 of Wano. Shanks meanwhile has always been saying that Blackbeard should be taken seriously. He even warned Whitebeard himself. It is as if he knew the true value that lies in Blackbeard, even before he was a known pirate. We also need to remember that during the Reverie arc, Shanks met with the Gorosei and wants to discuss about a certain pirate. I do not think that he wants to discuss Luffy because the tone was too serious and it seems like there is a deeper topic to be talked about rather than Luffy. There's a huge possibility that he was referring to Blackbeard since he knew how huge of a threat Teach was, and Blackbeard was also a target of him. In the end, don't you think the idea of Luffy avenging his childhood hero in the final battle against his destined enemy is something really poetic? I am so excited about that even though I like Shanks. What do you guys think about my predictions? Let me know in the comments below. I still have a lot of discussions that we can do, so I might make a part 2 of this video, so be sure to leave a like and subscribe to Eiric Reviews if you want some more One Piece content. Once again, this is Eiric and see you again next time!